Welcome to our journey through the fascinating history of education in the United States. Did you know that the first schools here were established in the 17th century? It's a tale of vision and perseverance, where the seeds of learning were sown amidst a new world. As we step back in time, we'll uncover how these early educational institutions were not just about reading and writing but served broader purposes, shaping young minds for the era's challenges. In those days, education was a privilege, often reserved for a select few. Yet, even then, the dream of an educated society began to take root. These first schools faced many hurdles, from limited resources to societal norms resistant to change. But through determination and innovation, they laid the foundational stones for what would become a diverse and dynamic education system. Join us as we delve into this intriguing beginning, setting the stage for an exploration of how education evolved through the centuries. From these humble origins, we will trace the path to modern reforms and beyond. Let us embark on this educational adventure together, uncovering the past to understand the present and inspire the future. In colonial America, education was as diverse as the regions themselves. In New England, schools were established primarily to ensure children could read the Bible, reflecting the deep religious roots that shaped their communities. Meanwhile, in the southern colonies, education was less accessible, often limited to wealthy families who could afford private tutors. The middle colonies, with their rich tapestry of cultures and religions, saw a more varied approach, integrating both private and church-based schooling. Religion and culture were powerful influences, dictating not just what was taught but also who had access to education. In Puritan New England, for instance, literacy was essential for religious participation, leading to the early establishment of public schools. Conversely, in the South, the agrarian lifestyle meant formal education took a backseat to agricultural work. This patchwork system laid the groundwork for future educational reforms, highlighting the need for a more unified approach. As we delve deeper into the history of education in America, we'll see how these early influences set the stage for significant changes and reforms that followed. Join us in our next segment as we explore in the early 19th century. A transformative movement began that would forever change the landscape of education in America. This was the era of the common school, where the seeds of public education as we know it were first planted. At the forefront of this educational revolution was Horace Mann, often referred to as the father of the common school movement. Mann believed that education should be universal and free for all, laying the foundation for what would become the public school system. His vision was simple yet profound. Education should be the great equalizer, offering every child the opportunity to learn and grow. This movement fundamentally altered how education was perceived and provided, ensuring that public schooling became a cornerstone of American society. The impact of these reforms was immense, setting the stage for a more educated and informed citizenry. As we delve deeper into this journey, we'll see how these early reforms paved the way for further advancements in education. Stay with us as we explore the next chapter in the evolution of education, where post-Civil War expansion brought new challenges and opportunities. Following the Civil War, America found itself at a pivotal moment in its educational journey. The war had ended, but the fight for equitable education was just beginning. It was a time when the idea of education for all started to gain traction, though not without significant hurdles. Public schooling became a burgeoning promise, intended to unify and uplift the diverse population. Schools opened their doors wider, welcoming children from all backgrounds. However, integration posed its own set of challenges. Communities struggled with adapting to these new educational norms, grappling with societal prejudices and resource limitations. Yet, amidst these obstacles, a determination emerged, a shared belief that education could indeed become the great equalizer. As public education expanded, so too did the aspirations of countless young Americans, dreaming of a better future through learning. This era marked a critical step towards inclusive education, setting the stage for further reforms and innovations in the decades to follow. As we delve deeper into this transformative period, let us explore how these efforts laid the groundwork for future advancements in our nation's educational landscape. In our next segment, we will uncover the revolutionary educational practices of the Progressive Era and how they reshaped learning in America. As the 20th century dawned, the Progressive Era ushered in a wave of educational reforms that would reshape the American classroom. At the forefront was John Dewey, whose revolutionary ideas emphasized the importance of teaching practical skills and fostering critical thinking. Dewey believed that education should not only convey knowledge but also prepare students for real-world challenges. Schools began to focus more on hands-on learning experiences, moving away from rote memorization. This shift encouraged students to think independently and creatively, laying the groundwork for modern educational practices. The emphasis on practical skills meant that students were better equipped to handle the demands of an ever-evolving society. These innovative approaches sparked a transformation in how education was perceived and delivered, making learning more relevant and engaging for students. As we continue to explore the evolution of education in the United States, we will see how these early 20th century reforms set the stage for subsequent changes. Join us next as we delve into the mid-20th century, where the GI Bill will play a crucial role in expanding higher education opportunities for returning veterans. In the mid-20th century, a monumental change swept through the American education system. The introduction of the GI Bill marked a transformative era. This pivotal legislation opened doors for millions of veterans, granting them unprecedented opportunities to pursue college education. As a result, universities and colleges across the nation experienced an unprecedented boom, expanding their programs and infrastructure to accommodate this new wave of students. The GI Bill not only democratized access to education but also ignited a cultural shift, highlighting the importance of higher learning in achieving personal and professional growth. For many veterans, this was a chance to transition into civilian life with purpose and stability. It laid the groundwork for a more educated workforce, setting the stage for economic growth and innovation. As we delve deeper into the history of education in the United States, we recognize the GI Bill as a cornerstone in shaping modern academia. This initiative continues to inspire educational reforms aimed at broadening access and opportunity for all. Next, we will explore the significant strides toward educational equality during the Civil Rights era, where desegregation efforts played a crucial role in shaping today's inclusive learning environments. In the mid-20th century, the United States faced a pivotal moment in its educational journey. The landmark Supreme Court case, Brown v. Board of Education, became a beacon of hope in the struggle for desegregation and educational equality. This decision declared that separate educational facilities for different races were inherently unequal, challenging the status quo and igniting a nationwide push towards desegregation. As schools across the country grappled with this monumental change, efforts to integrate classrooms met with both progress and resistance. Communities were forced to confront deeply ingrained prejudices, yet many embraced the promise of equal education for all. Though challenges were immense, each step forward represented a triumph over adversity. The civil rights movement inspired a wave of change that rippled through the education system, reshaping classrooms and breaking down barriers. As we reflect on this crucial period, we see how these efforts laid the groundwork for future educational reforms. Next, we'll explore how the late 20th century continued to transform the landscape of American education through new policies and practices. As we venture into the late 20th century, the landscape of American education underwent transformative changes. This era saw the introduction of standardized testing, aiming to provide a uniform measure of student achievement across the nation. However, it was not without its controversies and challenges. The No Child Left Behind Act emerged as a pivotal reform, emphasizing accountability and aiming to bridge the educational gaps. Yet, it sparked debates on its effectiveness and impact on teaching practices. Amidst these reforms, contemporary challenges persisted, pushing educators and policymakers to continuously adapt and innovate. The quest for an equitable and effective education system remains an ongoing journey, marked by both achievements and hurdles. As we reflect on these developments, it becomes clear that the drive for educational reform is a testament to the enduring commitment to improve learning for all students. This segment concludes our historical journey, setting the stage for a look into 21st century innovations, where technology and new methodologies are shaping the future of education. Join us as we explore how these modern advancements continue to evolve the way we learn and teach. In the 21st century, technology has reshaped the educational landscape in ways once unimaginable. From online learning platforms to virtual classrooms, the role of technology is more pivotal than ever. Today, students can access a world of knowledge from the comfort of their homes, expanding opportunities for learning beyond traditional classrooms. As we embrace these innovations, we're witnessing a shift in how education is delivered and consumed. The rise of online platforms has made education more accessible and flexible, catering to diverse learning needs. Looking ahead, future trends promise even more transformative changes. Artificial intelligence and virtual reality are set to create immersive learning experiences, revolutionizing how we understand and interact with information. These advancements herald a new era in education where possibilities are limitless. As we continue to explore these innovations, it is essential to reflect on how they align with educational goals and the impact they have on learners. This evolution marks not just a technological shift but a cultural one, redefining what education means in today's world. As we move forward, let us consider how these trends will shape the future of learning. Up next, we'll reflect on the journey of educational evolution and its enduring impact on modern society. As we draw this exploration of America's educational journey to a close, we pause to reflect on the remarkable progress made over the centuries. From the humble beginnings of colonial schools to the revolutionary reforms of the 19th and 20th centuries, each step has been a building block for today's educational landscape. These historical milestones have not only shaped our present but also illuminate the path forward. We are reminded that education is not static, it is a living, evolving entity, continuously adapting to meet the needs of each generation. Today, as we witness the integration of technology and innovative teaching methods, we are encouraged to appreciate these ongoing developments. They are the legacy of past reformers who dared to dream of a better future. In recognizing the strides made, we also acknowledge the challenges that lie ahead. Yet, with each challenge comes an opportunity for further growth and transformation. Let us continue to engage with and appreciate the evolution of education, as it remains a vital force in shaping not only individual lives but society as a whole.